Welcome back everyone to the second part of this video series. I have Hari with me, she is a TPM, and without wasting time, let's quickly get to know her experiences. Hari, could you introduce yourself to us?
Yeah. So my name is Harishree. I am an MSISPM graduate student at CMU Heinz. I'm a technical program manager intern here at Salesforce for the Security Assurance team.
Wow, CMU. Interesting. And how did you apply to this role and how did you come to know about it?
So most of what I did was either check on LinkedIn or a handshake portal
Okay.
and directly on the career page of every other company.
But how did you keep track of so many companies?
Oh, I had an Excel sheet.
Oh, that's the hack. Yeah.
But mostly because I had a couple of target companies in my mind, so I always had a particular application portal where you can track all your applications.
What was
So-
that? Excel sheet, Notion?
No, it was just a basic Google sheet online that I used to
Okay.
just write down all my companies and yeah,
Manual work.
manual work, yeah.
That's nice. So, did you apply via referral or just apply on the portal?
For this position, it was not a referral, but for
Interesting.
many other portals, I used some of my referrals that I found on LinkedIn and some of my family friends and family mostly. But this particular role, I did it on myself. I think the ATS went through and I got an interview.
That's interesting because I was under the impression that referral is important, but that's a good note. I mean, if you don't have a referral, it's still fine. Yeah, but try to get a referral if
Yeah.
possible. Okay, so without disclosing any questions because we are an NDA,
Yeah.
how was your interview experience like? How many interviews did you have? What happened?
I had 2 rounds of interviews, and mostly when it comes to program manager or any managerial roles, it's more of behavioral more than your technical. But since we are technical program managers, we still have that aspect of technical knowledge
Interesting.
required. So I had 2 rounds, and the first round was with my director, and the second round was with my senior technical program manager.
So, director here means the manager whom we are reporting. So that's how the terminology is.
Right.
So I think you meant your manager
Yeah.
and your team member who is a senior in your team right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so you had 2 rounds back to back.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much within like 2-3 days, I got the second interview. So
Interesting.
yeah.
And as you said, a part of technical, right? So coding or questions around technical knowledge. How was it?
It was mostly knowledge based. It was no coding as such because
such.
for program manager you don't require coding. But for some internal roles over here in Salesforce, like product manager, you have an internal position when you have an external position. But if you're a technical product manager, then you have like a debugging, but
Okay.
no coding per se.
What was this debugging round?
Debugging round is just basically showing you different codes and asking you to verify all the flaws. So we call it vulnerabilities in security.
Okay.
So you have to figure out what the vulnerability, and if you have a solution in mind on how to tackle that vulnerability, we have different courses on pen testing. So
Okay, something related to that.
yeah.
Pen testing. I mean, it is all Greek and Latin to me, but people who are applying might know about it.
Yeah.
If you don't know, prepare about it. Yeah. So how did you prepare for the interview?
There are multiple websites. Since the security knowledge for TPM is very generic, you go and you like Google top 50 cybersecurity questions, and then those are the basic knowledge that you require as a manager. Apart from that, the syllabus what we had is very. I'm an information security graduate student, so we have multiple security courses along with the managerial courses that we have already prepared for the role. So just brush through your syllabus and go through the website, and also look into behavioral questions of multiple companies. It's not something which is very specific to the single
Organization,
company.
yeah.
Yeah. So the organization can throw you the same questions as any other FANG or any other
But
company.
we have to make sure that we integrate the principles.
Yes.
Yeah, that's nice. Okay, I'm pretty sure you had multiple internship options, right? Why Salesforce?
Salesforce was one of the companies which gave me very role-centric job. Not many companies offer technical program manager for security.
Okay.
So there is technical program manager usually for information systems. Like you guys have coding, right? So looking over software development lifecycle, those are the kind of program manager roles which are available in a lot of quantity around different organizations. But with respect to security, we have something called security clearances.
Okay.
As a graduate student, as an F1 student, basically you don't get those security clearances because you're not a citizen. You have to be a citizen. And apart from the security analyst or consultant roles, for TPM security, you don't exactly require a security clearance, but it's only given in some organizations and they will sponsor you for H1B.
Okay, that's a very important point. My flatmate is also into security domain, but because he's not a citizen, he found it a bit hard. So it's very good that Salesforce offers that
Yes.
flexibility.
Yes.
So the competition might be high because of the rarity of the job.
Right.
But if prepared well and if the behavior part is taken care of, technical should be a cakewalk.
Hopefully, yeah.
Hopefully, we'll see. Cool. And yeah, if people want to reach out to you on LinkedIn, can they for more questions?
Yeah, basically, I usually do this on a daily basis, but I just want you to send me a note stating where you found me and why do you want to reach out to me. If there's a justification, obviously, I will get back to you.
Yeah. Important, it's not only for her, but if you reach out to anyone on LinkedIn,
Right.
sending a note is a good gesture.
Yeah.
And you can find her LinkedIn information in the description. And while you are there, please hit the subscribe button if you have not. If your friends are watching on YouTube channel, please subscribe. Cool. So, okay. One thing that you wish you knew before applying for the internship, or any special advice for people who are applying for next year?
I would suggest going through the description, over and over again and trying to figure out any single opportunity for learning before you start your internship. I mean, you get the internship, but I'm pretty sure everyone's nervous. Even I was very nervous when the internship date was approaching, and I kept pestering my now manager, then director, what should I learn? They're like, you bring yourself, we'll teach you everything. They will. Obviously they will hold your hand and guide you through, but it's always good to be prepared for the internship, go through whatever you've learned in the past year before starting your internship, and yeah, all the nitty-gritty details matter.
Okay, this is after you got the internship, but what if you're still applying for the internship?
Oh, if you're still applying for the internship, it's the same suggestion that I would give. Like those small things, like when you're applying for security analyst roles, they have a certain framework that they look forward for you to know. I mean, they don't expect it out of you, but if you know for a fact that you're prepared for that job interview.
Example, can you give?
Yeah, so I was applying for TPM roles and security analyst roles and consultant roles. So multiple job descriptions in security. We need to know NIST frameworks, ISO frameworks, and cyber security based frameworks. You need to know some of the guidelines and like CCPA and GDPR. All of these regulations, if you know. But I mean, obviously, you don't have to know the entirety of it. If you have a high level knowledge on what is happening in it, that'll give you an edge in the interview, because they know that you know and you've paid attention, because security is all about awareness, and you for a fact knowing all those important details in security would matter in the internship.
Makes sense. That's nice. Favorite memory from the internship, if asked so far, except for 61st floor, you can't say that.
I mean, okay.
Yep.
So the thing about Salesforce is, the trust factor. Even in security, we have something called zero trust. But over here, it's all about trust, and Salesforce values you as an employee. Even if you're an intern, you don't feel like an intern, you're an employee to them. Every single opinion of yours matters. It goes through discussions. So there were multiple ideas that I came through for when I was solving all the projects that I was assigned, and they make sure that they implement all your ideas in one way or the other. They take your inputs, they make a document, they discuss with the team, and you have separate team meetings apart from your actual team meetings just to discuss your ideas as an intern. And I
So
think
we are just not only an intern, we are an integral part of the team.
yes, you are.
I mean, the same goes in my team,
Right.
and I'm happy it is across the board.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, the top 3 events of Future Force so far.
Metaverse, definitely.
Metaverse.
And any networking event.
Name anyone.
The first networking event as an intern, on the first day, talking to a lot of people and free food, and getting to know different organizations within Salesforce, like Slack and Quip and MuleSoft.
Yeah.
You get to interact with a lot of people with these networking events. I'm pretty sure most of the organizations have it, but Salesforce make sure that we have an event every Thursday as an intern, and getting that edge it's beautiful. You connect with a lot of people, you get a lot of knowledge on different domains. That is the second one. And the third one is video opportunities. Like, you are giving back to the community, and there are multiple video
and
opportunities.
not just for the namesake. It
Yeah.
is actually making an impact.
Yeah, you're making an impact. I mean, yeah, everything over here at Salesforce, it makes us feel valuable, and you kind of feel that you're a part of something huge. So that's a valuable thing to learn in life and get to be a part of it.
Definitely. Except for last 12 weeks of making the technical edge, we are also causing an impact in the
Right.
society.
Right.
In a very small way, but why not if you're getting a chance?
Yeah.
What would you recommend to the Future Force team if they have to change anything for the next batch?
Not many changes, to be honest.
Anything.
It's
It can be a nitty-gritty.
let me think. I think it's probably more number of days that you have to come into the office, because in my role, basically networking is everything, and talking to different interns and getting their input. We do it on Slack, we do it virtually, but it's that in person that will create more impact. Bring
Makes sense.
all the interns all 5 days. It'll just create a better edge for people to understand each other, and network and be more friends and have a good time, have a better time. Like, you
Yeah.
have a good time here, of course.
Makes
But
sense. So that's it. Reach out to her if you have any more questions, and if you want to know about CMU. Till then, stay safe, stay connected. Bye.